Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Newcastle United. Things have kind of taken a turn for the worst. And by taking a turn for the worst, we've lost another league game. Good news is, Fulham also lost a league game. Or did they draw? Maybe they drew. We did win our game in hand, so we are now just 1 point clear at the top of the table. No games in hand. It is going to go down to the wire. Today, we are going to be starting off with an FA Cup match because we have a chance to get into the FA Cup semi-finals. We are up against Huddersfield, a team who we have just played and drawn 3-3 with. So we've played just 3 matches in between episodes. We started off with our game in hand up against Fleetwood, a 3-1 victory here. Joe Linton, Johnny Panzo and Sean Longstaff with the goals for us. Against Huddersfield, it was a mess. It was a right mess. Isaac Hayden saving the day with a 90th minute equaliser, Joe Linton and a Terence Congolo own goal as well. Against Wigan, we were not very good. And by not very good, I mean we couldn't defend, Rafa Mir couldn't score goals, we lose 2-1, Joe Linton scoring for us, but Michael Jacobs and Sam Morsey scoring a screamer, his first goal for the club of the season, meaning we do drop some more points. Now we have returned on the 18th of March. Not because we're playing just yet, but because Fulham are playing West Brom. It is a second versus third place match. This is huge. This is absolutely huge. If West Brom win, they will be just 2 points behind Fulham. But also it means that we can then take that game in hand and go 4 points clear at the top of the table once again. If Fulham win, West Brom obviously kind of drop once again back out of this race, and it means that the pressure is back on us to win that game in hand. So we're going to hit space, we're going to go forward and see what happens against Fulham and West Brom. Right, that's kind of the one scenario that I wasn't really counting for. It's a 2-2 draw. It's Jake Livermore, it's Luke Miller, Liam Miller, someone Miller, El Miller. Who is El Miller? It's Liam Miller with the goal for West Brom. A 92nd and a 93rd minute equaliser from Isaac's Success. I think that's a bit of a success for us, isn't it? We now have to win our game in hand, which isn't really in hand because everyone else is also going to be playing. But it means we can go, 3 points clear then at the top of the table. And that is going to be good going into the final 6 games of the season. So, who's an absolute idiot? Yep, this guy right here, pointing at myself, didn't record any of the first 90 minutes, actually. Against Huddersfield, it's 2-2. I will show you some highlights of the goals in a second. We're going to go into the extra time. I mean, you haven't missed the result. I'm a bloody idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. Which means I guess this episode's going to be the Huddersfield game and then the Blackburn one. It's a bumper-long episode. So here are the goals then from the match. The first one starts off with a bit of a mess in the penalty area. Steve Mounier with the goal for Huddersfield. Then there was 3 minutes of absolute mayhem. Abdulrahman with the cross, Johnny Panzo with the header. Then, literally the next highlight, we managed to do something special. Joe Linton steals the ball away, runs towards the goalkeeper, slots it into the back of the net. Then immediately into the next highlight, and Sofiane Boufal, I believe it was, with a goal for Huddersfield. Dave down that right-hand side into the penalty area, cross in, Boufal on the volley at the back post, making it 2-2. Just to give you a quick rundown of what's happened in terms of substitutions and so on, Batista Mara and Vardy are on, Obafemi and Emil Kraft are off. Obafemi's missed far too many one-on-ones. Kraft had the ball in the back of the net. Somebody was fouled. I don't know who. We're not going to do any more subs just yet, but we might look in the very near future at bringing somebody on, maybe Sean Longstaff or someone who can possibly take penalties. I genuinely cannot believe I didn't record the first 90 minutes. We've got a highlight. Joe Linton from the throw from Batista Maya. Brown is going to get himself sent off. He's only just come on the pitch. He was a late substitution for Huddersfield and has got himself sent off, which means this is the chance. Abdulrahman with a corner towards the back post. No one's going to get it though. Vasiliadis collects it on that left-hand side. Where is he going to go? Come on, buddy. Where are you going? Backwards instead. To Guzman. Oh yeah, Pedro Guzman's playing. You probably missed that as well. Vasiliadis with the ball. Back to Johnny Panzo. All the way across now to Batista Maya with acres of space on that right-hand side. Runs into the area. Goes outside. Crosses in. Pedro Guzman has just had an effort. I don't know whether that was saved or whether that hit the post. Galini has the ball in his hands. The highlight is looking like it's carrying on. Boufal plays it back to Kieran Dowell, the former Everton player. Gabriel Barbosa is one-on-one with Dubravka and a wonderful save from the Slovakian. Concedes a corner. Sofiane Boufal steps up to take the corner for Huddersfield. It's a header from Leskovic, but it is over the bar. 100 minutes have been played. I need to probably bring off a player who's booked at this rate, because we've got 5 yellow cards. It is half time. Half-time and extra time, obviously, not half-time in the match. We're going to do Hayden for JPG, swap you two over. That's all we've really got. Can JPG take penalties? 7. No, we can't. Hold on. Can Isaac Hayden take penalties? 7. It's a like-for-like replacement in terms of the penalty department. Do we get an extra sub, actually? Because we're after 90 minutes. Is that a thing? Hold on. I think we do. So Van der Werth is coming on for Johnny Panzo as well. We're allowed to do it, so we've done all 4 substitutions. I'm hoping we nick a goal. Not them. Boufal with a free kick. Johnny now with the ball. We're playing against 10 men, by the way. Johnny runs off to that left-hand side. It's a wonderful tackle from JPG. Kieran Dowell now. Inside back to Johnny. Dowell's got some space on the left. JPG steals it away. Dowell intercepts once again. Bakuna to Johnny. Johnny's pulling all the strings at the moment. What's going on here? Pretty sure he's a left-back. Herrera in the middle. Now Kieran Dowell. Johnny on the left. They've got loads of space, actually. Kostivic, possibly controlled by Dave. Dave's hit the bar. It's a lovely slide tackle. We've managed to concede a corner. He's called Dave, by the way. You've missed all of this. He's called Dave because I don't know how to pronounce his surname. Boufal steps up with the corner for Huddersfield towards the 6-yard box. Cleared by Tosin. Abdul Rahman's not going to get there. For some reason, the highlight just ends, even though Joel Linton could have just kept on running. It's going to be a penalty shootout. It is going to be a penalty shootout. I do not want another penalty shootout. We don't seem to score these. Right, I've done auto pick. I don't know why. Why do we have to have 11? They've only got 10 players on the pitch. We'll go in that order anyway. Sofane Boufal steps up first for Huddersfield. We've not had a lot of luck in penalty shootouts. Boufal against Dubravka. What a save that is from the Slovakian. Jamie Vardy. Jamie bloody Vardy. He was signed at the start of the season. Very few matches of football, even for the under-23s, has buried his penalty. We are 1-0 up. Kieran Dowell, the former Everton player, the player who I sold to Huddersfield. Dubravka doesn't need to save this one. It's gone wide of the post. It's still 1-0. It is going to be the Emirati Omar Abdul Rahman to step up, try and make it 2-0. Come on, buddy. Do it for everyone. Do it for everyone. It's a questionable penalty, but it is 2-0. We are looking on course to be going through to an FA Cup semi-final. Herrera up against Dubravka, puts it in the wrong side. The opposite side to the way Dubravka dived. Joel Linton now loves missing penalties. Hopefully he's going to score one today with his yellow card that he picked up late on in the game. Straight down the bloody middle. Gabriel Barbosa. That Gabriel Barbosa signed on a free transfer after Huddersfield got relegated. It's an awful penalty straight to Dubravka. It's down to this final man. Who is it? I don't even know. It is Oliver Batista Meyer. Not only is he the man that potentially has won us the league with a free kick a couple of episodes ago, he could also be the man to put us into an FA Cup semi-final. Batista Meyer up against Gallini. Come on, buddy. Do it for the Magpies into the bottom corner. I forgot what we were called. We have won. It is a 3-1 penalty shootout victory. And that was... I'm genuinely distraught by the fact that we didn't have the first 90 minutes because it was great. It was real good. Right, well done, lads. Well done. We're going to try and calm everybody down because I'm a little bit worked up. That was really special, lads. Really special. We're going to go forward then. I guess, as I said earlier, this might need to be 2 matches in one episode because of my complete and utter cock-up. In other news, we have actually managed to qualify for the playoffs. Ourselves and Fulham now can no longer finish any lower than 6th place. I'm assuming probably no lower than 4th, actually, at this rate. We've now got a 10-day wait until the Blackburn game, so I guess we'll see you in 10 days, which is actually in, 3 seconds. Okay, 1 day's passed. But the reason why we are back is because it is the FA Cup semi-final draw. We want Cardiff. If I'm perfectly honest, we want to get Cardiff, because if we get Cardiff, we can beat Cardiff. We can then get to an FA Cup final. We don't want Arsenal. Wolves we might have a chance against, but in my experience, Wolves in this game are really good. Really good. So Cardiff is the team that we all want, I think. We are the first out of the hat, so we have all of the teams to go for. And okay then, we have Arsenal. We've got Arsenal. Right. How are they doing? How are Arsenal getting on? Oh, great. They're winning the Premier League. Wonderful. With Emery. Even better. Oh, that's not good, is it? They're winning the league with a game in hand. Okay, and because of the FA Cup, we've had some fixtures be rearranged. I don't think it's going to be a huge amount of problem. We just scroll down to the end of the season. So yes, we have Arsenal nestled in between Rotherham and Bristol City. Right, we are back. I've hit the record button, definitely hit the record button. It is Blackburn Rovers. They currently find themselves down in 13th place in the table. This is our game in hand. Fulham have not played this game week at all for some reason. We are the last match to play, so we need to win this game to go and make ourselves 3 points clear at the top of the table with 6 games left to play of the season. The starting lineup we will be going for then, it's Dubravka in the sticks, Suter, Tosin and Panzo as that back three. They have been superb all season. The wing backs are going to be Emil Krafth on that right hand side. Marlon Charles, the youngster, is going to come in on that left hand side because Baba Rahman is injured, Tony Robinson is injured, and Pedro Guzman is unregistered for the championship. So Charles needs to play. He is not particularly fit for this one, so he's not going to last the whole match. Vasiliadis and JPG will be the 2 central midfielders. Abdulrahman, Joel Linton and the returning Joseph Martinez will be the strikers. Martinez, apparently 75 minutes is what we can get out of him, so hopefully he will score 3 goals in that amount of time. I think this match against Blackburn isn't going to be a walk in the park. I think we've got enough. We've got enough to do them over, but I think it's going to be a struggle. I'm also worried about Marlon Charles, because he's very tired. Abdulrahman with a free kick, 11 minutes on the clock. Joey Martinez is there, but Blackburn have managed to clear it while he's running forward. He's got the 3 strong central defenders to cope with. Travis with the ball finds Ryan Nyambe on that right-hand side. Charles is with him, wearing himself some lovely gloves apparently. Oh my word, we almost managed to balls that up completely. Joey Martinez on his return, dodges a tackle, running into the area. Joey Martinez goes for goal. It's not a very good effort from the loanee from Everton. 20 minutes on the clock, and so far all we've had is that one Joey Martinez chance. Nothing's really happening. Lewis Holtby with a free kick for Blackburn. Ryan Nyambe's there. We're 1-0 down. They've not had a single shot for the first 26 minutes. They've had one, and it's a right back who scored a header. What has happened there? This is not what we want to happen. Definitely not what we want to happen at all. Abdulrahman's corner comes in. Header clear from Byrne and then Wrench. And now Kishner with the ball. Holtby lumps it upfield. Tries to find Wahi but isn't going to get there. Emil Krafth, what are you doing? Wahi into the area. Tosin doesn't quite tackle him either. Dubravka can hold on to the ball. That was a mess. I say that was a mess. The whole bloody first half has been a mess by the looks of it. Blackburn has suddenly turned into the best team in the world. Holtby with a free kick, 2 and a bit minutes left to play of the first half. Carter, Holtby gets the ball back with loads of space because nobody was actually marking him. Crossfield ball finds big Dan Byrne, and now Wahi in the centre. He's not in the centre. He's on the edge of the penalty area. Byrne once again. He's about 6'9". Byrne is crosses in. Charles is going to get there. It's not Charles. Charles does get there in the end, actually. We've cleared our lines, but it's not particularly clear very well, apart from Joey Martinez has nicked the ball away. Go on, Joey. Straight. What's happened? What's happened there? Lenehan just kicked it straight into Martinez. Abdulrahman still has the ball. Gets pushed over by Nyambe. It's not a free kick or anything. He's now picked up a bruised ankle. We have another highlight before half-time. Vasiliadis over the top finds Krafth. Heads down. Abdulrahman, who is absolutely shattered and probably needs to get substituted. Can't get the ball over Kishner. Blackburn gets forward, but Vasiliadis has the ball back. Suter to Tosin, back to John Suter, all the way back to Martin Dubravka. This is not good. I'm worried. I'm very worried about what's happening here. Charles heads down, finds JPG. Little through ball to Joey Martinez. In on goal. Joey Martinez's effort has just dinked the post and is cleared off the line. And at half-time it is 1-0 to Blackburn. I think that's harsh. I really do think that's harsh. Right, we're going to give him an angry. Come on, lads, show a bit of desire. We've got a lot of bad performers, actually. So we've got 6.5s for Suter and for Panzo. 6.4s for Krafth, Charles, Vasiliadis, all on 6.4. 6.5s as well for Abdulrahman and Joel Linton. Do we need to do a change? I'm thinking we're going to keep Abdulrahman on for the moment. He's the type of player that can make a difference. I'm actually thinking we're going to keep everybody on for now. Going to give him a get creative. 5 minutes in, Marlon Charles has picked up a yellow card. Krafth's dropped down to a 6.3. This is not good. If it stays this way, this is definitely not good. Krafth to Joel Linton, back to Emil Krafth, crosses in. Martinez is there, and Joey Martinez has returned to the starting 11, returned to scoring ways. He hasn't scored for a very long time, and then picked up an injury. It is 1-1. That goal came out of absolutely nothing. Joel Linton and Krafth combining. Krafth's cross in, unmarked at the back post, is the Venezuelan Joseph Martinez, making it 1-1. Let's get another one. Let's get another goal. Vasiliadis probably needs to come off. Marlon Charles probably needs to come off as well. Although Charles is doing a good job. Right, Vasiliadis is definitely coming off. Isaac Hayden is the one to replace him. We're going to do Abdul... Oh, he's up onto a 6.9 now. Marlon Charles off for Almiron. It's a stupid thing to do, but I'm doing it anyway. Joel Linton might be coming off for Rafa Mir at some point. I want another goal. Not for Blackburn. Holtby's free kick comes in while he's there. It's a great save from Dubravka to tip it onto the bar. Kraft clears the ball. 10 minutes left to play. We need to do something. It's a throw. Miguel Almiron, the makeshift left back, to his former Atlanta teammate Emil Kraft with a header. Why did he header that? He had plenty of time. Could have chested it down. Could have made himself a cup of tea. But no, decides to header it instead. It's a throw on that right-hand side for Blackburn. Nyambe to Lewis Holtby. Back to Nyambe, the two players who combined earlier to get Blackburn on the score sheet. It's a questionable volley, but Dubravka does save it. We've got 3 minutes. Can I give him another shout? We can. Give him another creative. Dubravka to Suter. The highlight carrying on, actually. Panzo to Almiron, who's got lots and lots of space. Back to Abdulrahman, over the top. Go on, Joel. Joel Linton, one-on-one with the keeper, straight at the goalkeeper. Why did you do that? Into injury time, Joel Linton is coming off. I nearly called him Linton, as if his first name was Joe. He's coming off for Rafa Mir. It's going to be... I mean, a 1-1 draw is not the worst. It's also not very good, but it's not the worst. At least we get something from this. We go 1 point clear at the top of the table. That should have been a win. That should have been a win. Frankie McAvoy says it was disappointing. I will assertively say that was not good enough. Right, well, as this episode was probably a bit longer and I completely ballsed everything up, today's not going to be a double upload day. I originally planned it as a double upload day, but I'm an idiot and obviously you can tell I've ballsed it up. So, yes, it's just going to be a single upload day today, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, is Christmas Eve. Is today Christmas Eve? We're going to do an episode tomorrow on Christmas Day. I think it's Christmas. I've lost track of days. And it is going to be... What is it? Oh, is it going to be the FA Cup semi-final? Do we do the FA Cup semi-final? Or maybe double upload day, Rotherham, Arsenal? Is that what we do here? Sure. Why am I committing to 2 episodes? I'll balls up the Rotherham game. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2020, and I'm very sorry that it was a mess. But if you did enjoy, do remember to leave a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back tomorrow with more Football Manager.